What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Comics Noob podcast. I almost forgot the name of my own show. I am Chris, the Comics Noob, and with me, as always, is my family, Alec, AJ Dubs, Esquire, MD, DDS.
That's me. That's me with all those acronyms.
He's got a lot. He doesn't have any of those degrees. He just is those things, though. It's just go with it, guys. Guys, welcome to number 25, episode 25 of the Comics Noob podcast. Alec, we've been doing this for 25 weeks in a row. We almost missed this week, guys. If you're listening to this the week it came out, we're so sorry that it came out this late. It is Thanksgiving week, American Thanksgiving. So Merry Christmas. What? Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends out there who live in America or celebrate American Thanksgiving. I don't know why you would if you aren't in this country, but the more power to you. And also there was just been some family things, that Alec and I are kind of, with some family members and stuff like that. So it's been a bit of just a crazy kind of week. This week is kind of light. We're only going to do three comics this week. But before we get into those, I will tell you that this podcast is most definitely part of the Comics Podcast Network. You can get to them at comicspodcast.com. That's a whole conglomerate of like-minded shows about comics and comic book thingies. So go check out those podcasts. Those are also very cool. This week we're going to be talking about Batman number 11 from the Rebirth series. We're talking Trinity number 3. So 3 on 3 Trinity, 3, get it? All right, whatever. And then we're going to talk about Kill or Be Killed by our man Ed Brubaker, number 4. Kill or Be Killed, number 4. Loving that comic. Absolutely loving that comic. So without further ado, let's jump into the old Batarangs, the Bat-Tusi. All right? Alec, what did you think about this comic?
What did I
Overall,
think?
What did you think about this issue?
I mean, it was a little more boring, I guess.
You thought it was kind of boring? I mean,
boring's not the word. It was just more like dialogue-y rather than like action.
Well, some crazy shit happened.
It was still. I mean, yeah, of course, up to the end, of course, when Catwoman loses her shit.
It was short, wasn't it? It was like short. It wasn't very long.
It was. Yeah, it moved really quick.
But I mean, like the actual pages, there wasn't that many pages either. It seemed like, I don't know. It just seemed like it.
I can't tell because in the issues lately, there's been not only a lot of ads, but there's also this. They always do this like Rebirth checklist, and it takes up like 3 pages.
I like those though. I always use those. I guess I'll do a quick recap. We are in the I Am Suicide story arc, and this is part 3. At this point, Batman and his team are at Bane's Island, and Batman's giving everybody their tasks. Catwoman is supposed to go in and grab Psycho Pirate. He's with what's this guy's name again? Wesker. He's with wait, no.
Oh, the ventriloquist?
Yeah, he's with the ventriloquist.
No, yeah.
He tells her take the ventriloquist and go grab Psycho Pirate. Meanwhile, you have Punch and Julie and Bronze Tiger doing this little farce that Bronze Tiger is taking those two to Bane, or he's taking Punch back to Bane because Punch is the only guy to ever escape from this prison. So he's taking him back, and it's like a way to get them all inside. Meanwhile, Catwoman and Wesker are like jumping through pipes and all this shit. And then Batman's hiding up in the rafters. So basically what happens at the end is Catwoman betrays everybody and fucking slits the throats of Punch and Julie, which I was very happy about. Decimates fucking Bronze Tiger.
Oh, you don't like them? They're cool.
Hold on, we'll get to them in a second. And exposes that Batman's up on the rafters, and he wants it. So they're trying to like fucking. She's gonna make a deal with Bane. And that's basically all that happened. So I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite parts of this. I will say I enjoyed Catwoman being Catwoman. Like okay, I'm gonna be truthful here. I don't know much about Catwoman as in the comic versions. So the whole flashback type of thing, where he's chasing her down after she commits all these fucking murders, and she's got a torn ACL, and he's chasing her, and he gets her, and like he's like, this has got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. And she's like, whatever, you know, and then they kind of embrace in that last little panel, and it's like it shows that like he cares for her, but he's Batman, you know, and he calls her Cat and she calls him Bat, you know, like I really like that. I've always liked their, you know, relationship. I like their shit. So she fucking betrays Batman like a fucking boss, man. Like that's her fucking, she's a maniac. So she decides she's going to betray, or, you know, or is she though? Like I was like, oh, you stupid bitch. But then I'm like, I wonder if this is part of the plan.
She's going to end up playing Bane again, you know?
Maybe. Yeah. It did seem like that Batman didn't know what was going on. You know, and then she slits their throats. I was like, oh shit, that was awesome. Yo, okay, so she slit Julie's throat, grabs Punch by the throat, and just rips his throat out. Like, that was just like, fucking, those are some sick panels, man. I like that shit.
Something tells me there was probably a lot of people that wanted them dead. So that part probably made a lot of readers happy.
Yo, and then she face stomps Bronze Tiger, man. Which sucks because I wanted to see Bronze Tiger in action. I mean, we may still.
One, dude, he looks cool.
I hope like Bane makes them all fight in an arena or some shit. That could be kind of dope. But yeah, so I don't know, just very, very cool. What other parts did you like about this?
I mean, honestly, the shit that I liked the most was probably aside from Catwoman freaking out and killing everyone. I also kind of like the part that she's talking to the ventriloquist. And she's kind of saying to him, like, you know, it's you though, right? Like, it's not really.
Yeah, she's like, it's you. Right?
No, like it's Scarface, it's him. Like, and I've seen the ventriloquist before in other, you know, in other Batman comics, and like Scarface is a really fucking funny character because he really does take full control, and you really don't know if it's ventriloquist, like she said, kind of just running with it, or if it's or if Scarface really is taking control, you know what I mean? Like,
well, the guy's psychotic, right? He's like fucking bipolar, basically.
Yeah, but it really does seem like he's innocent and Scarface is controlling him. That's like the cool part about his character.
It's a cool character like that. Yeah, like you're completely not in control, and this thing keeps, you know. But I okay, some of that. First of all, I'm gonna tell you, that was hard for me to follow. I had to read that like 3 times to like be like, oh, which.
Yeah, the direction that the bubbles moved, that I didn't fucking know.
No,
that was a little tough.
I enjoyed the fact that they made the whole thing one panel and it was just them climbing all around that shit. I enjoy to spread. I mean, but for me, it's because it's digital. It's one whole fucking page, right? So, but it's really cool. But at the same time, I wish they would have at least thrown a line in there to differentiate which text to get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought I lost you for a second there. Heard a little clip clop.
No, I'm here.
But yeah, so after I read that, but I really liked at the end when she says about the monster inside, like hers is fucking got her claws firmly stuck inside of her, but she embraces that shit. Like she's like, I'm a fucking maniac and I kind of love it. So there you have it. I'm also hot and a badass. I'm a hot badass. And this is the fucking 1989 Batman fucking catsuit, dude. It's fucking crazy. You're right.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
But right, it's fucking. I love this suit, man. I love the way the colorist fucking did the suit. It's fucking great. It's really 1989 Batman, which was really my first like real. I mean, I used to watch the 1960s Batman, but the 1989 Tim Burton film was like, oh shit, that's Batman. Say what you will about that film, and we will when we actually do our Batman episode. We will get to that eventually, I promise.
Wait, which suit are you saying is the Batman? Is the suit from that movie?
Batman Returns. Sorry, I should have said Batman Returns. Like the Batman Returns cat suit with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Catwoman suit. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Not Batman suit. Yeah,
Batman suit. I was like,
and I meant Batman Returns. Sorry, guys, not 1989, but that's like 1992.
Something. Yeah. Something.
1 or 2. Well, again, the second Tim Burton film, I love that costume, and I like this costume with the red goggles. Good shit. I mean, so yeah, but fucking pretty crazy. I just wish we would have seen. Another thing I kind of liked was the outside the banter between, you know, with Julie, and they're fucking really annoying though. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm happy they're dead. I don't really care. You know, Julie's kind of hot, but they're fucking annoying, and they're wearing stupid masks. Although it's like very Vega from Street Fighter. The whole trick with his hand, like. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. And he's like, look what this is. And he wrote punching Julie forever. And he's like, I did it with my own fingernail like a pro. And I'm going to say that I love how they draw fucking Bronze Tiger. He just looks like a fucking badass, man.
He does.
Just something about the way, like with, with his brown skin and those fucking like light brown gold eyes, or bronze, I guess. Fucking with the fucking scars on his fucking face and shit. Like, fucking, I love it, man. I like his fucking, the way they draw him. And so I'm glad they're dead. Fuck them. Fuck them. So I mean, this I feel like this arc is obviously not as strong as the previous arcs, you know.
Yeah.
But not to say that I'm not interested in it still, because I'm still very interested. I'm still it's a little weaker, but I'm still very, very interested. You know what it is? There's not a lot to it. And like Tom King, maybe he's like, I need to take a kind of a break, you know, exposition wise, because I really fucking just like did a lot of shit with the fucking Gotham arc, and then with the fucking, well, he didn't do Night of the Monster Men, but you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. A little weaker, but still good. Still fucking good. I am enjoying it. Especially because of like the setting. I think I just like the setting, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so man, yeah, I mean, that's it, man, you know? I mean, anything else that you got? Anything else? No? It was good. I liked it. Guys, let us know what you think of Batman number 11. This was, I mean, I don't know how many parts is going to be in this arc, but it seems like it may be one or two left, because this one says to, break the bat. The bat breaks. So either that's going to be the final one, probably, or maybe like another one. I don't know. We'll see. Just looking at the huge ring on the zipper of her suit. It's fucking awesome. Fucking Bane all naked and shit. Sitting on his throne, being all naked Bane. Naked Bane.
Being naked badass.
Naked
venomous
badass.
Bane.
Venom. Oh no. Oh, but there was that little thing where it's like, hey, if you want that venom, this is the place you can get it. Remember, they were saying to what was it, Punch and Julie were saying?
Yeah, but like Bane's not on Venom anymore.
No, but they were just saying how like this is like, this is, I guess it's here. He can get it here or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, I guess.
But I like how they were like, don't say no. He's like, don't say another word. And they start saying it. He's like, one more word. He's like, one more word, like any word? Poop, linoleum, boysenberry, vociferous. And like they say all these, and they just keep saying all these words, bunch of fucking asshats, and then they get the throat slit. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, enough Batman. Let's move on to more Batman. How about Trinity? Let's run it. Trinity number 3. Let's run this shit. What cover did you get?
The one with all three of them. It's Batman in the front, Superman in the back, Wonder Woman in the
middle. Oh, why didn't you get the one where he's like they're over his parents? Oh, you didn't see that one?
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
Fucking love that one. That one's cool. We got to put that up on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's a good shit. I'll throw that up on Instagram. So, okay. What are you thinking of Trinity, man?
I'm actually liking it. I'm actually liking it a lot. This to me was cool. I like how it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's almost like they're seeing this shit for a reason, like they're battling something, or at least in this one, Batman is battling something within himself.
Well, that's what Diana's saying. She's saying, look, we're here to face this shit for whatever fucking reason. Meanwhile, look,
because it's not even the real Gotham, but that's not even.
It's not point. Real anything.
It's not even supposed to be the real Gotham. It's just, he's there to focus on that one thing, which in this was like, when Bruce, I guess, fell out the window and all this shit with the fucking.
Okay, so let's just recap real quick what happens. This is basically Batman's. Now it's Batman's time. We had Superman. They were in Smallville. Now they're in Gotham. I like it, Gotham City, somewhere. And he's watching his parents die again, and it's going through this whole thing where it's showing it's the wrong version of what happened in his life. Dr. Quinzel is like diagnosing him, which that never fucking happened. You know what I mean? Exactly. And he's really upset, and he's all mad, and he's like, and Alfred's there, and he has this fucking fever dream, and which we'll get back to in a second. But it's like they're sitting here going, he's like, this is all fucking wrong. This is all wrong. And he's kind of like out of it, Batman, like this whole fucking time. He's just completely, Bruce Wayne is just fucking out of it. The actual Bruce Wayne, while he's watching his young self go through all this fucking turmoil. he explains, he's like, that's when, but this is when it made me. He's like, this is what made me. That night Bruce Wayne died and Batman was born. That's what he says. There was just some really fucking great art in this, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, the one when it comes back and he's in the barn, he's strung up and he's under the influence, but he's got a tear coming down, He's like, once again, no one is listening. And it's like, I love that. I love that panel. That was so good. And then you have Lois there's a couple pages where Lois is trying to get to her son and she knows something's wrong. And at the very end, she busts in, as Poison Ivy's like trying to leave. Love the art of this though, man. I'm fucking love the art. So like you mentioned, so young Bruce Wayne, so fever dream Bruce Wayne, the one that's not real, starts having this weird hallucination with this fucking horseman on this sick looking horse, this like skeleton guy. Him and Alfred end up falling out a window, and the next couple fucking panels, like the next 2 pages, when it splits Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman into these fucking creatures. Yeah. Like, dude, I fucking stared at these things. I was like, this is fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Batman and I'm first is Superman.
Batman was essentially a man bat.
He was a man bat. Superman, it's like some demon, and it just looks fucking so sick. And fucking Wonder Woman as a fucking Minotaur. I was like, oh my fuck, this looks so good. I fucking loved it. And he fucking catches it, and he's like,
that's a big fucking Minotaur too. Like,
oh hell yeah, that's a fucking dope ass World of Warcraft Minotaur. And he lands on the car, he grabs Bruce and he's explaining, he's like, Bruce, listen to me, the death of Thomas Wayne, and then in his head he's like, the death of Jason Todd, the death of Martha Wayne, and the death of Tim Drake. It's not your fault. It's not our fault. He's saying it's not our fault, and he's like really connecting with himself. And I thought this was really fucking powerful. This is the thing, and and she says it. Diana says this shit. Well, first she uses her fucking whip of truth, her lasso of truth, to like break him out of that spell, so he realizes, young Bruce Wayne is not it. And they fucking realize that they okay, two things. Bruce says to Batman and Wonder Woman, Superman and Wonder Woman, he says, I came to dinner because I couldn't face the rest of them, Clark. It was easier to be around strangers than those I loved. Tim Drake is really fucking affecting him, which is crazy, because this is like, okay, so we know Tim Drake's apparent death in Detective Comics a bunch of issues back really had an effect on him going into the Monster Man. He was like, I'm not losing anyone else. That was his whole thing. And Batman really had to let go of control and let his team be themselves and do the right thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So This is the aftermath, and he's like, fuck, man. He's like, they fucking died on my watch. And so I really like what they're doing with Batman. Again, I'm coming in.
To read Detective Comics.
I'm coming in. Oh, I know. I'm save it for the end. I know.
Only because of what you're saying right now.
Okay.
Because it being in the wake of the Monster Man, Tim Drake's death, all the.
I really know. I know. I want to get back to. I want to get to that. I will. Yeah. I will. It's been really. It's been. I mean, we're only doing 3 this week because it's been so fucking rough.
Yeah, definitely.
But and then Diana says, this world appears to be challenging us from within, and we must be strong. The 3 of us standing right here, standing here now, right now, in this world, this is the only truth we know. So obviously, I didn't know what the fuck this comic was supposed to be. We're 3 issues in, and now I get it. I'm excited because this is gonna solidify this new Superman. When this is done, Diana and Bruce are gonna go back to the Justice League, and they'll be like, "This guy's legit. We can trust him. Let's move forward. This is Superman." And I'm going to really enjoy that fucking dialogue and that panel, or those panels, when I see that, because goddamn well in one of these comics, probably Justice League, I assume, it's going to happen. And I'm going to fucking love it. I'm going to be like, that's awesome, because I really like this Superman, probably because it's the Superman that I read last, back in the day. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's really all I wanted to say about this. I get this comic now. I understand what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're doing an amazing job. So what next is Diana, probably, which is cool, because I'm starting to like Wonder Woman a little more. Like, more and more. As I see more and more of her, I'm starting to like her. And it makes me want to see the movie more and hope that they do it right in the movie. They do something.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to see it regardless. But
dude, who knows what the fuck are you crinkling?
Papers on my desk. I'm sorry. It's a
Sorry, buddy. He was just paper crinkling. Think you forgot we were recording for a second.
It's a fucking mound of fucking paper. You know, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I forget we're not just having regular conversations.
I know, because it's so good. But I mean, yeah. So right. So what do you think? You agree with that sentiment that it's just like that's what they're doing here?
Yeah, definitely. But I definitely like what's going on here, and like I also want to see what Poison Ivy's whole stance is.
Yeah, and so we still have yet to see the fucking dude that's actually doing this to them in here. She's just I think she was just the conduit to get them there. Like whatever she did. What about this fucking putting the title and all that shit at the on the last page?
They seem, if I remember correctly, they've been doing that in this.
Yeah,
right?
but not just this one. They've been doing it in other books too.
Yeah, and
so
I gotta say I like it, but I think it depends on what happens in the issue. Because if it's an issue that starts right out with something, then it's like okay, you don't necessarily need all those fucking words that are distracting you. Focus on whatever action shit's happening. But if not, then fuck it. You can put it at the beginning. It doesn't matter.
This maybe sound like a stupid question, but we didn't miss Wonder Woman's part, right? No, it's only been 3 issues, and we were at the farm. Then we're in Smallville. Now we're in Gotham.
There was no rebirth issue of this, right? Wasn't it straight to number 1?
Right, because it says the next one is Escape from the Myskira. The Myskira, one word. Is that what they're in? The Myskira. However you want to say it. So does that mean they're going to get out of there? So are we going to see Diana's story and then they get out? Or are they going to skip? Not that I need to see, but I'd like to see her fight some demons. I'd like a little more of her backstory. Like, this was a fantastic issue. Superman was awesome. It shows you, like, his connection to his dad and how he felt about his dad's death and what he always wanted to tell his dad and you got to see how much Jonathan Kent loved his son and wanted to protect him. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this. And I'd like to see a little more of Wonder Woman's back stuff.
Yeah. Themyscira or whatever is Wonder Woman's island. That's her island.
There you go. I thought it sounded familiar, but I was like, all right, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we're going to see Wonder Woman next time. Good job. Good job. Good night, everybody. All right, so we're done with this one, right? This was good. We enjoyed this, guys. Let us know what you think about Trinity number 3 because I'm liking this, and I didn't even plan on reading this shit. But you know what?
Yeah, but then we saw that ad, and we were like, come on, Superman, Wonder Woman.
I really like it. Yeah, I fucking like it. I really like it. So good shit. Lastly, but certainly not least, we're going to go with Ed Brubaker's Kill or Be Killed number 4. And I just like saying Ed Brubaker. I don't know. I heard a couple interviews with him, and now I think I know him. Anyway, Kill or Be Killed... God damn it, Al. I mean, this fucking comic, I'm loving this fucking comic,
It always delivers, man. There's nothing bad to say about this shit.
Okay, so guys, where we're at in this one, this is issue number 4. He's still kind of he's still what the fuck's his name again? God damn it. Why can't I remember his name?
Fuck, me neither. Every time you forget something,
Mason.
You say that you forgot.
Mason is his roommate.
Mason's the other guy. Yeah,
is his roommate. What? Why? Max? What the hell? I forget Colin. What the fuck, man?
Colin.
What the? Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry. Sorry, but Dylan, god damn it, yeah, Dylan.
Dylan, there you
Shit.
go, yeah, Dylan.
Sorry, Mr. Brubaker. So Dylan,
your work over here. Sorry.
Let's restart this. So Dylan's story is this. So he's trying. He buys that red mask, right? And he's got the gun still, and he's fat. He's daydreaming of like doing taking people out and stuff like that. Like, oh, these could be the people. So his whole dilemma this time around is he doesn't know exactly how he's going to find who's the bad guy. Like, he doesn't know. Like, he feels like he got lucky with his friend's brother that he killed in that previous issue. And he's like, so this time he's like trying to he's like, I feel like the whole thing was about double life. He's like, I don't know how people do it. Living this double life is crazy. He's been banging, what's her face? All right.
Yeah.
He's been banging her. She's
hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Quite the bush on her. And
quite the bush.
he's telling her, why don't you fucking break up with that guy already? She's like, I want to do it, naturally or whatever, some dumb shit.
Yeah. She spit some bullshit to him. Give me a couple days for the right time. Fuck you.
Yeah, fucking dumb.
Fuck you.
So this guy. So what Dylan's doing is, in midst of that, he's trying to fucking find the next. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he like goes to like a strip club and he Eastern European chicks, and he's like, okay,
He's
maybe.
so, like, he's just like, oh, look at this. Oh, they're probably this, and then he's just putting all this shit together, and then he just goes and shoots someone.
Right, so he
You're, like,
assumes
really trying here, man.
So his thing is he thinks that he's gonna go ahead and if I take out one of these handlers of these women that basically live at the club or whatever home, he finds out that they live at this house or whatever. Like that's what, so they basically, to get green cards and get citizenship or whatever to stay in this country, they're, it's basically sex trafficking. Until they can make money, this and that. He thinks he's going to shoot some Russian mob guy or whatever, and be done with it. And so he stakes it out, every morning, he's, every early morning he's going to these clubs, he's following these guys, and he's watching how these women get put in vans and get taken off. So one night he decides to make his move, middle of a snowstorm, and fucking shoots one of the Russian dudes. And then one of the strippers fucking attacks him, busts up his fucking face, and he shoots her, and then takes off. And we get to the end of the issue where, he comes home and he's all busted up, and she's there with Mason, and, they're like, what the fuck is going on? You've been, going out, and he's just over here making some shit up. He's like, oh, I've been self-destructive, and I've been getting in bar fights, and, trying to ham it up and stuff like that. And I thought it was interesting how she finds these fucking magazines of his dad's. That all this this kinky shit that his dad was drawing, for a living.
Yeah, that like spacey porn shit.
Yeah, like all the like demons and like all this smut, right? The smut shit. And so he got away, right? He barely got away from the cops, and she's kind of finding out a little bit about him now, and Shane saying you're such a weirdo and shit. I don't know. So he doesn't know where he is with this girl. And I mean, I don't know where the fuck he is with this girl. I don't know if this girl really wants to leave Mason or not. I mean, everything's kind of fucked up, and I just
She's
like it
being
because
a bit of a hoe, yeah. Like
she's kind of being a bit of a whore, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like it. It's just he's still figuring this out. We haven't seen the demon, and it's just I don't know. I just really like that it's him trying to figure this out of what's going on, like how to do this, where to be at. But we're getting closer, and he even tells us he's like we're getting closer to where we started, meaning that first issue when he's taking these guys out with that sawed off, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting close to that. And I don't know, it's such a good comic. If you're not reading this comic, sorry for spoiling it for you, but you should definitely fucking check this comic out. And if you are reading it, let us know, man. And it's just, I enjoy it. I enjoyed the fact that she beat him up so bad, but luckily he was wearing that mask, so her rings didn't cut his face too bad, but he got busted up.
Yeah.
He got so fucked up, and like this whole time he's just been getting his ass handed to him by so many people. It's just hilarious. But I'm also thinking, like, is this guy gonna really turn into a badass? Like, this could be fucking cool. Like, why? I bet you. I want to see I want to see him make this complete fucking change into a maniac. That'd be fucking awesome. Maybe the whole thing is that demon just turns people into like maniacs, like serial killers or something.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Maybe he'll kill Mason.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll kill Kira or whatever. That'd be interesting.
That would suck.
So what do you think? You think he's going to find out? Like, you think she's going to find out or something?
Yeah. I mean, definitely, eventually.
The
dude obviously is so fucking sloppy. Like, look at how he shot this dude and then got his ass kicked by a stripper, shot her to get away. He's fucking sloppy. It's only a matter of time until everyone finds out what's going on, not just Kira. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that he's
unless he gets clean with his shit soon.
Well, maybe. I mean, he's been kind of hinting at that it's coming. Like he's getting better at it, or he will be getting better. But I just like the fact that he's like I don't know how people do this double life. Like, this is crazy. He's like, yeah. I can't even keep track of what's going on. I'm so tired. I'm not sleeping. I'm going out at all or hours in the morning. So apparently this was the end of the first arc. He's like, yeah, well, that's what Brew Baker says in the little he calls it the secret ingredient at the end, right? If you read that thing at the end of the book of this issue, and he's like, and that's the end of our first arc of Kill or Be Killed. But it's really more of a cliffhanger, isn't it? So I didn't feel like it was the end of an arc, did you? No, unless that's the point. Unless so maybe issue 5 comes out, and now we have now he's like established. That could be interesting, pushing that shit forward, which I can absolutely see happening because it's a It's a monthly fucking thing, so you got to kind of like push it forward, you know?
Yeah.
So I can definitely see. So maybe that's what's going to happen, and then we get a backstory of some fallout that happened to him, you know? I can definitely see that happening. But again, just, you know, the art's awesome. I just love watching him fucking pull up, you know, trying to pull this shit off, you know? I love that it's in the fucking winter in the fucking New York City, because we know exactly what that's like, because we've been there plenty of times, and I'm sure we'll be going there. We'll be getting there when it's snowing as well. He's shot of Washington Square Park and like the subway, and I've actually been to the subway station that they show in the book, West 4th Station Street, West 4th Street Station. I've been to that station. I've been in and out of that station before, so it's just really cool to see that, you know. Been to a strip club. I've seen tits on stage before. So, you know, it's just really cool. It's just really cool to see things in real life. I've seen Russian mobsters put hookers in vans. You know, I mean, it's just really cool to see things in real life, you know. I've seen an Eastern European prostitute beat up a man in a red mask. But, you know, it's just like the correlation between reality and fiction. Nah.
It's all very... It's a very fine line.
It is a very fine line. Anyway, I liked it. It's good shit. It's a good book. I really enjoy it. Anything else, man? Anything else?
Wait till the trade comes out for this.
Yeah, right. Anything else? I enjoyed. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to say that I enjoyed. I think my favorite part was the beginning, really, when he's daydreaming of taking out these punks, and as he's commentating in his head, and he's basically like he's talking out loud, and then he's narrating it where he's like, who wears fucking, you know, he's like, and who the fuck are these guys? Who the fuck are these guys supposed to be? Generic creeps from Central Casting? Does anyone really do a stiff mohawk anymore? Is that a thing? And what about that guy? God, racist much? Like, what? Like, he just pictures these, you know, it's just fucking, I just thought it was pretty funny. And then it cuts back, he's just standing there, you know?
I mean, this dude really is nuts.
Yeah,
he's nuts. He doesn't sleep. It doesn't seem like he eats very
well,
much
I mean,
either.
look what he went through, you know? Fucking nearly died a couple times by a fucking demon. Not only that, he threw himself off a fucking building, you know? Like, he's not fucking stable by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, you know?
He needs to get his shit together.
Yeah, definitely does. And he probably will, and then he'll kill more people. So anyway, I guess that'll be it for that. So good book, guys. If you're enjoying this book and you're reading it, let us know, because it's really fun. So we're excited to finish, you know, keep going on with this thing. It's a really good book. You want to do a little you should read, because I know you want to yell at me about Detective Comics. So let's jump into you should read.
Yeah, let's do a little of that. We can do that.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really have anything. I've been trying to get, again, it's been kind of a rough couple weeks, and trying to get books read, and it's like, you know, I don't really have anything, but I got to get to I know. I'm going to do it for you. I got to read Detective Comics. Alec wants me to get into Detective Comics, because of all the things that he said previously in this podcast already today.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I will. I'm gonna get to that. I know you're reading Britannia, and
Britannia's pretty good.
I read the first issue, and there's 3 now. And
can I tell you though? I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna change this into you should watch, and I'm gonna push Gotham on you again.
Oh God.
I am. You know why? Only because I think that you would fucking love it, and you just have to watch it and take it for what it is. Because I realize that it's not supposed to be
Batman
at all. It's just taking this polluted, crazy, infected, but yet like lively and like living, breathing creature of a city, and just expanding on that and saying, what if all this shit happened in it? And all the names in the show that you hear, you've heard before in the comics. They're all, most of the villains, you know, but they're just not necessarily the same characters that you saw in the comics, but they use all the same names.
Right.
You see
it's
what I'm saying?
a new interpretation of them, yeah.
But it is completely and entirely its own thing. It's not meant to be, oh, well, it's not like that in the comic. Like, it's not at all that.
Yeah.
It's just a gritty, crime-filled show just set in Gotham. You know what I mean?
Is it like a procedural? like where they're solving a case an episode, or is
Yeah,
it like an
yeah,
ongoing?
Kind of. Only it's an ongoing story, all the while they're solving cases, and these cases that they're solving are the Gotham show interpretation of Batman villains.
These villains, yeah.
You know, you see it. They do Mr. Freeze, they do Scarecrow, they go through, but you see the way that they do these villains is fucking awesome.
All right, maybe I'll give the
Scarecrow
first
in
few
particular.
episodes. Yeah.
You know, since I mentioned that one, Scarecrow in particular was fucking crazy. Like, you gotta watch it, dude. You gotta watch it. Like, I would say at least go 5 to 10 episodes in before you truly say fuck this show and never watch it again.
Is it a fucking 23 fucking episode season?
Yeah.
God damn, that's
Yeah.
so long. I mean,
And
don't get me wrong. I know for like
good, but
Smallville, I
there's
love
2
Smallville.
seasons of it right now on Netflix. The 3rd
Yeah.
season's going on TV, and it's all on Hulu at the moment.
Yeah,
And,
well, I have access to Hulu, so I could definitely do that. Yeah, all right. Well, all right. I'll try and get to
telling
it,
you,
man.
dude, I wouldn't
I'll
stress
definitely
you.
try
I
and get
wouldn't
to it.
stress it so much if I didn't think you'd fucking love it.
All right,
Because-
I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a shot.
Like I said, it's just this gritty crime show, but you're gonna love it because you're gonna be familiar with this universe. You're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna have this feel that's just like, wow, all this really could happen in Gotham. Like, this is a Gotham City shit right here. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you say you don't care, but I'm telling you, the fucking gang war shit with the mobs and shit, and the Falcone and the fucking oh god, the Maroney family, and then Fish Mooney's rise, Penguin's rise, dude. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you're
All
gonna
right.
like this shit.
All right, man. All right. I gotta find the time, but I'll try and get to it, and I'll get back to you guys about that then. So yeah.
Fuck yeah. yeah.
What do you say? Is that a show?
Yeah,
done?
I'd
We
say
did
that's-
it?
I'd say that's
All
a
right.
good- that's a few.
Guys, I want to thank you so much for listening. Everyone who's listening, again, sorry that it's late. Happy Thanksgiving. Even if you listen to this like 8 weeks later, who cares? So yeah, once again, just really sorry that it's been so late, and we'll get back on track. Hopefully by next episode, I promise. If you guys want to get in touch with us, you can get all the social medias, the Comics Noob, Instagram, Twitter, that kind of stuff. Or if you listen to us on YouTube, thank you very much. If you're on SoundCloud, thank you. If you're on iTunes, thank you very much. Can you please leave us comments there? If you can rate us on iTunes, that would be awesome. If you can tell some people about this episode, if you leave us comments, give us a new series. Listen, we don't shy away from new books, okay? We will basically read everything and then never get to anything ever. So what I mean is we've gotten so many comics, but listen, we just love it. We've grown to so many comics now. Like we're reading a lot, and that's fine because I love it. This was kind of a light week, but we did something anyway. Yeah, so give us some feedback. Let us know what you guys want to do. I guess that'll do it. I gotta do it. So again, the Comics Noob, you can get to Alec on Instagram. So that's on Instagram and Twitter and all the podcast places. If you want to get to Alec on Instagram, he's the Cult of Personality. If you want to do some gaming stuff, you want to look at some of my gaming stuff, check out Ronin1011 on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're into other TV shows like Westworld and The Walking Dead, you could check out Third Person Podcast on YouTube, where we do a video podcast over there. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Once again, you can check us out on we're also part of the Comics Podcast Network. That's the comicspodcast.com, comicspodcast.com. Check them out. Bunch of awesome other podcasts with comic book type of situations over there. That made no sense. And I think that's going to do it. So thank you very much. This has been episode 25 of the Comics Noob. 25 weeks in, and we're still doing it.
Goddamn century. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. So quarter of 100 shows, and we're still doing it. So here's to the next 25, I guess. Right? Good stuff. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate everyone who listens and supports us. So thank you very much, and we will see you next time. So peace out.